In this video, I'm going to give you a quick tour of the Adobe Illustrator Interface. We'll look at opening a document, setting up your workspace, we'll look at the most used tools for designers, and how to navigate the interface. If you'd like to try Adobe Illustrator, you can find a free trial link in the description below this video. So when you first open Adobe Illustrator, you will see what's called the home screen. You can often find some of your recent projects here if you've been working in Adobe Illustrator for a while. But the most important button that you need is this new file button, the top left. So if you click it, you'll get this window to create a new document. There are some presets up here. So if you're working on web or print, you can use some of these preset document sizes. I'll just go to web and choose this common document size. So going to this preset details panel on the right, you can name your document right at the top. So I'm going to name this Illustrator Test. You can see the size of your document here and make changes if you'd like. So this document is set up in pixels. And if you need to change the measurement, you can do that here. You can see we're working in a horizontal orientation, but you could switch it around and it'll flip your dimensions here. And just to scroll down, you can see the color mode is RGB. A good rule of thumb to remember is RGB is used for anything digital or web. And there's also CMYK here. That is a file type for print. So since we're in a web format, we'll just leave it at RGB. And also this raster effects, if you drop down, you can see we are using a 72 ppi, which is a screen resolution. If you were creating something for print, you'd want to do a much higher resolution. So use that 300 ppi. But this all looks fine to me, so let's click the Create button. Now, before we start designing anything, let's make sure that our workspaces match and looks clean and organized. And when I say workspace, I mean all the stuff that you see around the edge. These are all of our tools. So yours might look completely different than mine. Let's go reset that now. Go up to your window menu at the top and find Workspace. Here you have lots of preset workspaces that you can use to design. So if you're brand new to design, the Essentials workspace works really well. So I'll just click that. The workspace I use most often, if I go back to Window Workspace, I use typography mostly, and that's what I'm going to use today. Now, if you ever are missing some tools in your design program, you can go up to Window Workspace and reset your workspace. Sometimes like a window will be missing, it'll be off the side or something like that. And this is just a quick way to clean your workspace back up so you can see all your windows again. So now that we have our workspace set up, let's check out the interface and talk through what you actually see on the sides and the top. On the left, we have the toolbar. These are the tools you will actually use to create artwork, and you will be using this area a lot when you're designing. And you can see we have one layer or one row of tools here. Another adjustment I like to make is to go back up to Window, Toolbars, and click Advanced. This will just show me essentially double the amount of tools in my toolbar. So over here we have some of the basic things you'll use over and over when designing. We have a type tool, so that allows you to click and drag and actually put some text into your design. We have shape tools. So if you click and hold any tool, you'll see an extension and more tools underneath it. So when I click and hold the shape tool, you can see here is the ellipse tool, star tool, rectangle. And with this tool, I can just click and drag a shape. Up here, you also see the pen tool. This is a tool I use all the time, and it allows you to draw shapes. You can also have curves in your shapes with the pen tool. So those are just a few of the tools that I use all the time. And if I draw a shape, I can use these selection tools at the top to actually select the shape and move it around. So I have this selection tool, and then I have a direct selection tool. And that allows me to grab individual points around my shape and move those around. So on the right side of our screen, we have the panels. So let me draw another shape onto my artboard. And whenever I do something on my artboard and have it selected, this properties panel changes to show the properties of that specific thing I have selected. So what's helpful about this panel is that it changes depending on what you're working on and what is selected. So if I click into the shape, you can see some things about the shape. I can see the exact size. So the width and the height is right here, and I can actually make changes here if I need to the size of the shape. You can see the color of the shape. It's called the fill. So it's currently a black shape. It has a black fill. So I can make changes to this shape over here as well. I could add a stroke if I wanted and make that stroke much bigger. So again, this properties panel is where you'll change things like colors, stroke size, alignment. You can also edit typography and positioning from this side properties panel. Okay, next, let's talk about the artboard. This white area that you see here is called the artboard, and this is where you will be designing. And anything inside this artboard will export as part of your final design. So the artboards, they're like pages inside your Illustrator document. So instead of creating separate files, you can keep multiple designs inside a single Illustrator file using multiple artboards. A couple quick navigation shortcuts that will help make your life easier in Adobe Illustrator. You can hold down the space bar and essentially grab your artboard to move things around. You can zoom in and out of your artboard by going to Command or Control plus or minus. And if you do anything in Adobe Illustrator, like let's just draw a shape, you can undo anything very easily by going to Command Z or going up to the Edit Undo. So it's really easy to get started in Adobe Illustrator, and you really only need a handful of things to use in Adobe Illustrator to get started designing. Check out this next video where we'll start to learn about shapes and how to create simple graphics using Adobe Illustrator. If you'd like to try Adobe Illustrator, you can find a free trial link in the description below this video. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up and leave a comment below, and subscribe to Cry Studio for more design tutorials. Thanks so much.